Now on CoastTV News.
It's starting out chilly on our Tuesday morning. Then it tastes of spring later today as temperatures soar into the 60s away from the coast. Mild into the late week time period with some showers Thursday. Details coming up.
Maryland math makeover. What state officials are considering to address some of the worst test scores in the nation?
They jack up the prices on drinks, hotels, and food. I think parking should be the least of their worries.
Facing more parking fines, you just heard some of the frustration in Ocean City when we look at the hike being proposed.
Railroad revamp, the improvements planned for this area in Georgetown that people there say are needed.
This is CoastTV News Today.
And we continue with our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning, I'm Matt Pensick.
And good morning, I'm Elisa Weber. It is Tuesday, February 25th, 2025.
And maybe a day to start getting things ready for the spring.
I think so. It's more bearable if you have to walk your dog outside too. I saw some
That's a
really
good point.
cold pet owners last week. I have dogs, but they're at home, so I don't have to walk them. But yeah, it's not fun. But Bob, this week, if you just want to be outside, it's much better.
Absolutely outside and maybe even cracking the windows today, maybe doing a little spring cleaning this afternoon with temperatures in the 60s. I think we could probably get away with that. It's chilly this morning, however, 39 in Delmarva, 38 Georgetown. Just checked Millsboro, 41 there, 44 in Rehoboth, 43 in Bethany Beach, maybe a touch of frost inland areas, but we have a southwesterly breeze, and I think that is pretty much keeping the frost at bay with the southwest wind. We will warm up today. We're looking at mostly clear skies right now, looking pretty good. Good visibility. We have some showers to our north near New York into Pennsylvania and then back into the Ohio Valley as well. But I think these showers will dry up as they head our way. I think we'll see some clouds later today, but I think it should remain dry. So futurecast this morning, chilly. Make sure you bundle up. Temperatures in the 30s, but make sure you have the ability to shed some of those layers because then we're looking at 40s and 50s. And then by noon, away from the coast, we're in the lower 60s, but colder 40s and 50s at the beaches. That wind coming off the cold Atlantic Ocean. We're in the 60s mid-afternoon. Here comes some clouds later in the afternoon, but I think we do stay dry and relatively quiet through this evening. Riding the ferry up to Cape May and back, looking pretty nice. 40s and 50s this morning. A light southerly breeze, a mix of sun and clouds, and temperatures in the mid-50s by early afternoon.
Thanks, Bob. Let's go live now to Ocean City. You see the canals there. Not a lot of activity now, or even for this time of the year. That is key for a project about to get underway in this area. An update on a story that we've been covering. Happening today, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources will begin dredging in Ocean City. And if you take a look at your screen, you can see the Isle of Wight from our Coast Copter. This is the area that we're talking about. This is where the dredging is intended. We went to Ocean City and spoke with the owner of a business on the West Ocean City Harbor that caters to recreational and commercial fishing, and he thinks now it's the right time to start dredging before the waves of boats start crashing in.
It's been the heaviest winter we've seen in years, so right now there's really no one fishing here, so this is probably the best time to do it, rather than spring and summer.
Current plan targets the shallow waters near Buoy 13. That's near the Route 50 bridge and the intersection of the inlet and Isle of Wight channels.
Also happening today, Sussex County Council is set to discuss possible property tax exemptions for seniors and those who are disabled. This comes as the county is looking at property tax reassessments. And this is important because some households could end up paying more in property taxes after that reassessment. The Sussex County Council will meet today at 9 a.m.
In just a couple of hours from now, the Maryland Board of Education will host a public hearing on the proposed math policy. According to the board, a big part of this policy includes shortening the time students take Algebra 1 and 2. That change would begin in the 2027-2028 school year. The board says students need this because according to a national assessment back in 2022, Maryland 4th and 8th grade students, they rank 43rd in the nation for percentage of students being proficient or above in math. This public hearing takes place during the board's meeting at 9 a.m.
Make sure you're parking legally when you visit Ocean City, because happening today, the Ocean City Council will discuss a possible hike for parking fines, and if approved, certain parking fines would be doubled while special event zones are taking place. These could include the 4th of July fireworks or the cruising events, and according to the Ocean City manager, they believe this would be a good way to encourage people to park legally during the busiest times of the year, while others think it's just another way for the town to make money.
It's a big boost to the economy, bringing extra people in. They're spending the money. They jack up the prices on drinks, hotels, and food. I think parking should be the least of their worries to try to make a quick extra dollar.
After the proposal is presented, the Ocean City Council will then discuss how to move forward. And speeding fines were already increased when it comes to special events in the town. These are things like endless summer cruising, the July 4th fireworks, and the Ocean City Christmas Parade. These are just a couple of examples of when those special event zones are in place, and it's a time for drivers to be extra careful when on the road.
Yeah, this brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how should OC handle event parking issues?
Right now, 49% of voters say free shuttles, 33% say more garages, 10% stricter enforcement, and 8% lower parking fees. And if you haven't voted yet, you can still do so at coasttv.com or on our mobile app.
We have developing news in Georgetown. That's where officials are looking at safety improvements to the railroad, particularly on East Market Road, the area we're showing you here. The town council is discussing plans for a DelDOT project with new crosswalks and the repaving of that road. People who live in Georgetown say improvements are definitely needed.
There's the lines have to be repainted and maybe even put a flashing yellow light with a sign saying, you know, pedestrians crossing, because there's been quite a few times I've almost been hit. And my fiance and my sister have walked across there, and, you know, people just don't pay attention.
And DelDOT is expected to start work on this project in early April.
New this morning, fallen officer Andrew Duarte is being honored after he died Saturday during a hospital shooting at UPMC Memorial Hospital in Pennsylvania. On your screen right now is the procession that took place in Pennsylvania on Monday. And as you can see, firefighters and EMS vehicles lined overpasses along the route to show their respect for Officer Duarte. Duarte was a former OCPD officer.
Now, taking a live look at our nation's capital, more confusion for millions of federal workers this morning after a midnight deadline passed, set in an email they got over the weekend. It asked workers to list 5 things they accomplished last week, and some agency heads told their employees not to respond.
But now the author of that email, Elon Musk, says once again employees who don't comply will be fired. And NBC's Alice Barr shows us why the president is defending the inquiry and how other U.S. leaders are responding.
A new twist this morning after the midnight deadline passed on that controversial email asking government workers to explain what they did on the job last week. Department of Government Efficiency head Elon Musk posting overnight, quote, failure to respond a second time will result in termination. That after the Trump administration told the heads of federal agencies that responding was voluntary. And several departments dealing with classified information, including state, justice, and defense, told employees to wait or not reply, even as President Trump defended the demand.
What he's doing is saying, are you actually working?
A California lawsuit by a coalition of labor unions aims to block any firings connected to the email. Mark Smith represents Veterans Affairs nurses.
When I go to my own healthcare provider, I want that provider to be laser focused on my care. I don't want that provider to have to be worrying about emails that they're getting from some unelected billionaire.
While at a town hall in Missouri, a large crowd confronted one Republican representative.
We are being discounted by those in Washington, claiming that we're the swamp and we're the fraud, waste, and abuse. No.
Lawmakers divided.
Asking people to justify their work, I think, is a reasonable step.
There is a way to do this that is proper, that is lawful, and also treats our federal employees with a little bit of dignity.
3 sources tell NBC News responses to the email would be fed into an advanced AI system to determine whether an employee's work is mission critical, leaving federal workers at a critical crossroads. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
We're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, tear down in Dewey, the resources that will be available after a new building finishes construction.
Also making change in Milton, we'll tell you what issues are top of mind for some locals in the town as the election is now just days away.
And suggested egg solution, the latest attempt by U.S. officials to bring down the cost of eggs in the country. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Turn your dreams of a perfect kitchen into reality with That Cabinet Store, where a dedicated team of designers will bring your vision to life. Whether it's traditional or European, kitchen design is our specialty. And we can get your fully customized kitchen cabinets installed in as little as 4 weeks, semi-custom in 10 days. And if you're looking for new countertops, we offer quality in-house fabricated countertops. Dream today, designs for tomorrow at That Cabinet Store, located with Matt the Carpet Guy in Selbyville and Salisbury.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with Rice Robot, the 1, 2, 3 rice cooker. Watch, 1 add the white cup for rice, 2 add the blue cup for water, 3 click it and let Rice Robot perfectly cook it.
The secret is perfect cook technology for even cooking. Then Rice Robot senses when it's done, auto stops and keeps it warm to serve.
It won't burn, overcook or undercook, guaranteed.
Get the complete Rice Robot cooking system, all for just $39.99. Order now.
One of my favorite things about Delmarva is how connected the community is. We love doing events here at Coast TV, so that's one part of it, but it's also just being involved, being a global citizen, going out to dinner, going to the gym, all of those things that make Delmarva what it is economically, we participate in, and it's really fun to see our neighbors be our community.
Coast TV, our community, your news, where every story hits close to home.
It is 6:13 on this chilly and dry Tuesday morning. Bay Health Cam and over 39, seeing a few clouds and blue skies as well, but good visibility, good travel weather as we're looking at temperatures in the 30s inland, some 40s at the coast. So I don't think we're scraping any frost this morning as we have a bit of a southwesterly breeze. Just a few clouds out there. Otherwise, mostly quiet conditions. A few showers to the north and west, but that system to our west, I think, dries up as it heads our way. Just clouds this afternoon. I'm going with the large coffee today, Matt. I know a little bit of breaking news because it's not as cold. So, large coffee, 62, mild this afternoon, and very nice conditions indeed. A nice taste of spring.
You are going against your trend there, Bob. All right, that is breaking news. Well, new this morning, Delaware officials will continue to investigate the cause of this big crash that you see right there on your screen. According to the Greenwood Volunteer Fire Company, first responders arrived at the scene on Shawnee Road. Company says this crash happened a little after 9 a.m. on Monday.
Happening today for those who need food assistance, there will be a food pantry in Greenwood. The Food Bank of Delaware is hosting this mobile pantry from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Greenwood United Methodist Church. And in order to participate, you'll need to bring proof that you live in Delaware.
We got a traffic update for drivers in Salisbury. The city says Culver Road from Willing Drive to Pemberton Drive, that will be closed now until Friday for maintenance. This is the area that we're talking about right there. And this will be from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. while crews work.
The current U.S. egg shortage has led businesses to look for supply beyond our borders. According to the American Farm Bureau Federation, Turkey is the only country that the United States imports eggs from. Turkey is set to export 420 million eggs to the U.S. this year, but experts warn the increase in egg imports won't make much of a dent in America's egg shortage, especially if the bird flu continues to claim the lives of birds at its current pace.
Crafting and fabrics retailer Joann set to close all of its locations. This follows the company's auction sale to a new ownership group. The chain filed for bankruptcy twice over the past year with plans to keep some locations open, but now Joann says it will close all of its more than 800 locations.
Still ahead, Making Change in Milton will give you a preview on where candidates stand on the top issues impacting the town.
A beautiful start to the day in Lewis. Just a few clouds out there on the Irish Ice Cam as we're looking at a taste of spring on our Tuesday as temperatures soar into the 60s away from the coast, colder at the beaches, remaining mild the next few days. Some showers Thursday, then a colder Friday, and then up and down temperatures for the weekend as March arrives. I'll have your full forecast coming up in 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Coast TV weather can be heard on 93.5 The Beach.
These fields are empty now, but soon they'll be alive.
Some teams can only dream to play it because they can't afford it. And that is why Toyota is sponsoring Delmarva's Dream Team.
We're looking for teams from any sport and any level. Each month, your Delmarva Toyota dealer will give one local team a $1,000 grant. And after the year, one finalist will receive an additional $3,000.
Nominate your dream team at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com under the Features tab.
DSN's Delmarva's Dream Team, sponsored by your local Toyota dealer.
Are you having trouble hearing your TV or listening to conversations in loud spaces? Then it might be time to consider Nano hearing aids. Nanos are FDA-registered OTC hearing aids. Don't be fooled by overpriced hearing aids. Prescription hearing aids could cost $3,000 or more. Nano hearing aids are now offering $100 off through this special TV offer. Call now and get 2 CIC rechargeable hearing aids for only $297. And if you're not happy, return them for a full refund.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Severe weather can take a toll on your roof. Don't wait until it's too late. Reinvest your tax refund into your most valuable asset, your home, with a new roof from Spicer Brothers. Experience unmatched protection and durability with top quality materials and expert craftsmanship you can trust.
Have total confidence in your investment with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee. For a limited time, get 50% off installation plus financing options as low as $99 a month.
Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:18, and you are looking live at hints of a sunrise at the canal in Lewis. Great looking shot there. Bob, you know what I like about this time of the year? You know, I don't like February, but at least now the days are getting a little longer.
Yes, and you know what that means. And I know there's a little delay, but then they get warmer as well. The average high temperatures start to come up. And that's what we're seeing as we go through the next few days. I want to talk about the length of days. We're gaining daylight. I want to look at the sunset times. And today that sunsets at 5:50. And then in 1 week from now, March 4th, it jumps up to 5:57. So just shy of 6 p.m. Then after that, we set the clocks ahead 1 hour. So March 11th, the sun is setting after 7. By March 18th, the sun is setting at 7:11 as the days are getting longer and longer. We like to see that. We're looking at sunshine today. We also like to see the warmer temperatures. We're looking at 60s away from the coast later today. Clouds arriving, and basically Wednesday through Thursday, we're looking at temperatures about 10 to 15 degrees above average. That average high now around 49 or 50 degrees. 38 in Seaford right now. It's a chilly start, but all of us are pretty much above freezing. 39 Delmar, 38 in Georgetown. Just check Millsboro, my station there. 39, 43 in Bethany Beach, and 44 in Rehoboth. And there's a little bit of a southwesterly breeze. And anytime we see that, we're usually talking about a warm-up, and that's what we're talking about as we go through today with mostly clear skies. Just a few mid to high-level clouds coming through. We've got a few rain showers across Pennsylvania and the Northeast, and then also a few more rain showers back through Cleveland and then into Kentucky as well. But I think this system will dry up as it heads our way. I think we'll see the clouds later today, but not the rain. And then behind this system, maybe slightly cooler as we go. into your Thursday. So the forecast out the door this morning is nice. By 9 a.m., we're in the 40s to close to 50 degrees by noon. Already 61 in Ellendale, Lewis 62. But then down the coast, colder from Dewey Beach to Ocean City. Maybe not this cold in the low 40s, but 40s and 50s there with the cold Atlantic Ocean. And then inland lower 60s, especially 113 in points west. By 2:30, 63 in Georgetown, 62 in Seaford. Then that system comes through with some clouds later this afternoon. Not a big deal, as temperatures this evening are in the 50s, falling back into the 40s. And then through Wednesday morning, we're looking at temperatures in the mid to upper 30s. And then as we go through your Wednesday, another mild day, maybe not as mild as today, with temperatures into the upper 50s, close to 60. A little cooler at the beaches as we have this southwesterly flow. We keep it mild through Thursday. We have a cold front later in the week, and here it comes with some clouds, maybe some showers. This is not a big system, just a smattering of spring-like showers. That front moves through Thursday evening, and then we'll see a much colder Friday on the way with temperatures near 50. And we'll be looking at those up and down temperatures into the weekend and beyond. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast. 62 today. We're above freezing the next few mornings. 58 on Wednesday, lots of sunshine. Then some showers Thursday with that front 62. We do drop it back to 50 on Friday. And right now the weekend, not bad. 61 on Saturday, but a big drop on Sunday. Highs only in the low 40s, dipping way down into the low 20s. So winter's not done with us yet as we head into early next week. Mostly sunny Monday and a high of only 42.
Thank you, Bob. In Milton, the municipal election there, that is set for Saturday, March 1st. And 3 people are running to fill 2 town council seats. And one of the issues people living in the town have is the lack of parking. Here's what some of those candidates had to say about that.
The town is looking at ways that is most equitable to have that cost covered.
I'm not a real big fan of the proposals that went to the, I believe it was the Finance Committee.
And voting will take place from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. That will be at the Milton Fire Department.
Up next on CoastTV News Today, teardown in Dewey. We'll tell you why one town commissioner says the new town hall will be an exciting upgrade for the area. Don't go anywhere.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
St. Dennis wows with a free show.
That's enough smoke.
Today our actions matter. Showtime.
Here's a list of accents and what I think they mean about each country.
Nope.
St. Dennis Medical, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Everyone here knows and agrees that I'm the biggest threat.
Harmony is a human tornado.
You know I got your back.
We have all been bamboozled.
Heavy is the head.
I do look good in a crown, though.
Dang. Oh.
Deal or No Deal Island, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
Get ready to run, walk, or stroll for a great cause. The 12th annual Lucky Leprechaun 5K is back in Milton on Sunday, March 9th. Start your day with a fun 5K at 11 a.m. Then stick around for the 17th annual Milton St. Patrick's Day Parade at 2. Your race supports the Milton Fire Department, the Milton Chamber of Commerce, and the Women's Club of Milton. Sign up now for just $35 or $40 on race day. Don't miss this St. Patrick's Day tradition. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
The Harry K Foundation presents its annual Chocolate Crawl on Saturday, April 26th in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Enjoy delectable chocolate creations and then vote for your favorite to win top prize. For tickets and info, visit harrykfoundation.org/events.
Demolition is underway in Dewey Beach on town government offices, and soon Dewey Beach will have a building with a number of services inside of it. Town leaders say mold problems in the old building and limited space are 2 of the reasons why the upgrade was needed.
So the new place is going to have the police department, our administrative offices, EMS, our courthouse. Everything is going to be in this new building, and it won't have mold, and we'll have enough space for everything, and it's just so exciting.
Officials say Sussex EMS's new location here will improve response times and refurbish the town's police department. And we're starting to get out of these dreadful winter months. We're coming to the end of February, which is always good, and the temperatures, they have to be making you happier, I think.
I like how you describe that, Elise.
They're kind of
dreadful. Just what Bob said a moment ago when he was looking ahead more to next week, I do feel this is a bit of a big tease. We got this nice little stretch here, but Bob.
March is always iffy in the beginning, too. I don't know.
Yeah, you have the battle of the seasons. Spring's trying to move in, then winter's like, not yet, and it's going to be back and forth for a little while. But it's going to be chillier at the beaches today. We're in the 60s inland, but only lower 50s for Chincoteague and Assateague. So make sure you bundle up a little bit there, layer up too. Fenwick Island and Ocean City starting in the 40s, and then we're in the lower 50s for Ocean City, maybe mid 50s for Fenwick Island, waves around 1 to 3 feet. On the bay side, about 1 foot waves for you, 62 in Cambridge today, 58 Wednesday, then those shower chances on Thursday with a cold front. Crisfield, a little cooler for you, 50s the next few days. Dry today and tomorrow, and then that shower chance on Thursday. Then it's up and down temperatures, the battle of the seasons as we go over the next several days. Much more in your forecast coming up in the next half hour.
And after the break on Coast TV News today, debate over Donovan Smith homes. We'll tell you why some locals may not be on board with the idea of bringing more than 30 homes to the community.
Also, project to progress railroad safety, why some people in Georgetown are looking forward to a DelDOT project near those railroad tracks.
And dredging project progress will tell you why now could be the best time to dredge in Ocean City compared to the warmer months. Coast TV News today. We'll be right back.
Dedication, determination, and drive. That's what's needed to be a DSN Scholar Athlete, brought to you by your Salisbury Honda dealer.
Each month, we'll award a $1,000 scholarship to a Delmarva senior that excels in the classroom and in sports.
They must have a B average or higher and a drive for good sportsmanship.
Nominate your champion today on the Features tab on DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
The DSN Scholar Athlete, sponsored by Salisbury Honda dealer.
This is the revolutionary socket fan by Bell & Howell. The amazing 2-in-1 ceiling fan and light. If you can screw in a light bulb, you can hang the socket fan light. Socket fan comes with this handy remote. You can control the light and the breeze that you need. Socket fan fits any standard light socket. You can do it yourself in less than 10 seconds.
And now, the socket fan lights with deep socket extender is yours for $49.95 with free shipping. Order now, and you can get a second fan for 50% off.
Get cool fast with Socket Fan.
Our Xfinity network is built for streaming all the stuff people love.
How could it get any better? I'm just spitballing here, but what if we offer people Apple TV Plus, Netflix, and Peacock for one low monthly price? Yes.
So people can stream the shows they love. And we could call it Xfinity Stream Saver.
What about something like Stream Saver?
Ooh, I love that.
Get Xfinity Internet and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month. Plus, add Stream Saver with Apple TV Plus, Netflix, and Peacock for just $15 a month.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Tuesday at 7 on Coast TV.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Tuesday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Now on Coast TV News. It's starting out chilly on this Tuesday morning, then a taste of spring later today as temperatures soar into the 60s away from the coast, mild into the late week time period. Some showers Thursday. Forecast details coming up.
Inlet improvements coming. That's what is hoped for there in Ocean City as a key project begins ahead of the busy summer season.
Fixing failing grades, we look at what Maryland officials are proposing to address declining math scores.
Repairs near railroad improvements planned for this part of Georgetown and why some there say it is needed and it is needed now.
This is Coast TV News Today.
February 25th, 2025. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Thank you for joining us.
And the time is 6:29. We make our way on this Tuesday, a spring-like Tuesday, especially once we get into that later part of the morning.
It wasn't even that bad when I walked out to my car this morning.
I overbundled up today.
I think I did too, which you know what, that is okay. And Bob, it's going to be a difficult week to dress, I think, because it's colder in the morning and then it's warmer during the daytime.
Yeah, I just think it's hard this time of year, guys, and good morning to you. With the battle of the season, spring trying to move in and then winter hanging on. Yeah, you really have to juggle that wardrobe for sure. You definitely need the heavier jacket out the door this morning. 38 in Georgetown, 38 in Seaford. Just check Millsboro, 39 there. But we've got 40s from Bethany Beach to Rehoboth and 41 in Ocean City. A bit of a southwesterly breeze, and that is a precursor to a warmer day ahead. We do have some clouds out there right now. Otherwise, blue skies all across Delmarva, nice and quiet, good travel weather. We're seeing some rain showers for a change. You usually see snow up through the mountains of Pennsylvania and New York, but now it's just plain rain, and that's back through the Ohio Valley. But we're watching a system that I think will dry up as it heads our way. So I think we'll see clouds this afternoon, but nothing in the way of rain as temperatures rapidly rise. Mid-morning, we're in the 40s and 50s, but they will be lagging at the beaches as the cold Atlantic Ocean will keep it chillier there with 40s and 50s at the beaches, but inland areas lower 60, 63 in Georgetown, Millsboro 63. Then we see some clouds moving in later this afternoon and this evening, but nothing in the way of rain and staying pretty pleasant as we go through the evening hours. And I gave you the green light for the morning and afternoon commute. Dry and chilly this morning, light winds, maybe a little bit more of a breeze this afternoon, but in pretty good shape as we head home this afternoon and this evening. Dry and mild, temperatures in the 60s, once again a little cooler at the beaches.
Thank you, Bob. We are now going to take a live look outside at Ocean City, and work is going to be done near this area to ensure anglers have better access to the town's waterways. And an update on a story we've been covering happening today, the Maryland Department of Natural Resources will begin dredging in Ocean City. If you take a look at your screen, now you can see the Isle of Wight from our CoastCopter. This is the area dredging is intended for. The current plan targets the shallow waters near Buoy 13, and that is near the Route 50 bridge and the intersection of Inlet and Isle Wight channels. Some locals say now is a better time for the project as opposed to the busy spring and summer season.
Also happening today, Sussex County Council are expected to discuss possible property tax exemptions for seniors and those who are disabled. This comes as the county is in the property tax reassessment. It's important because a number of households could end up paying more property taxes after the reassessment is completed. Sussex County Council is meeting today at 9 a.m.
Also happening today, the Maryland Board of Education will host a public hearing on the proposed math policy. According to the board, a big part of this policy includes shortening the time students take Algebra 1 and 2. The change would begin in the 2027-2028 school year, and the board says students need this because, according to a national assessment, in 2022, Maryland 4th and 8th grade students ranked 43rd in the nation for percentage of students being proficient above in math. The public hearing takes place during the board's meeting today at 9 a.m. And more safety and a signal, that's what's coming to a railroad in Georgetown. There's new plans to improve East Market Street.
Yeah, this is a key area where the railroad tracks cross. CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us why town leaders and people who live in Georgetown are looking forward to the project's completion.
Safety improvements for the railroad on East Market Street in Georgetown. That was a big item on the town council's agenda Monday night, and a project DelDOT is getting ready to complete. These improvements involve sidewalk and curb upgrades, brick removal, and coordination with railroad infrastructure to improve pedestrian access. Dale Shiles, who lives in Georgetown, walks near the railroad every day. He told CoastTV it's the crosswalks nearby that need the most attention.
It's really important, and I cross that street usually during the week between Mondays and Fridays, and actually it's a pain because people don't pay attention and they just don't keep an eye out for pedestrians.
Town manager Gene Dvornik gave the report from DelDOT.
Georgetown's becoming a more walking community, and we do have a significant amount of businesses here on the East Market Street corridor, so make it that much safer to get from one side of town across railroad tracks to the businesses on this side.
DelDOT is expected to start work on this project at the beginning of April, with completion only a week later. For CoastTV News, I'm Brendan Conroy.
In Lewis, the Planning Commission there is considering giving conditional use that would add 31 more lots for homes in the Donovan Smith neighborhood. There's been a lot of debate within this community.
And there is one empty lot that could eventually be a new manufactured home the developer wants to build throughout this area. But some people CoastTV spoke with say there's just not room for more development.
I don't think there's room for 31. They might be lucky if they get 15 or 20 in here. It might make it a little crowded in here. You know, it'd be nice if they set up like a park or something for the children that'll probably be coming in with these trailers, because there's not much for them to do around here.
Here's key. All the people currently living there, they don't have to pay utilities. They were grandfathered in for 20 years with that. What's not clear is what the situation will be for the new people if those 31 homes are approved. Now, you may recall 3 years ago, the city of Lewis annexed Donovan Smith community so it could extend its sewer service and hopefully fix those long-term sewage and water problems. In 2024, water and sewer lines were replaced as part of a project that integrated the neighborhood within the city's infrastructure. That was after a new law was created, the Clean Water Trust, to protect Delaware waterways and rebuild Delaware's drinking water infrastructure.
We are now taking a live look at our nation's capital. Calls for clarity are growing around an email asking federal employees what they did last week. It's now past the response deadline listed on the email, but Elon Musk is doubling down. He says employees will get another chance to submit answers or face termination. This follows guidance from several federal agencies that say they don't want their employees to answer. Now lawmakers are divided on the directives from Musk.
Asking people to justify their work, I think, is a reasonable step.
There is a way to do this that is proper, that is lawful, and also treats our federal employees with a little bit of dignity.
According to NBC, some House Republicans said a group of them is set to meet with President Trump today, and some are planning to press for more information.
Got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, Orsted landowners will tell you why Fenwick Island's mayor thinks the company's latest acquisition is its ploy to continue pushing for alternative energy projects.
Also, Bayside battle for champion. A look at tonight's boys basketball matchup when Decatur and Cambridge South Dorchester go at it.
And Salisbury touts trees. Will tell you how one environmental planner thinks bringing more trees to the city will improve more than just the beauty of the area. Stay with us on CoastTV News Today.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
For greatness.
Get more with DSN Plus. Subscribe today.
Wake up smarter.
I've got the 5 things you need to know to start your day.
Take a trip down memory lane.
Remember in elementary school when you would make those boxes?
Find your next furry friend.
His name is Peppy, and he's a 12-year-old Chihuahua mix.
And discover your inner clumsy.
That's a sad sign that you're getting old when you just take a little tumble like that.
Make your mornings brilliant. Join April weekdays from 6 to 10 on 107.1 The Dump. Sponsored by Dorchester County Office of Tourism.
The days may be cold, but the action is heating up. Feel the excitement of high school wrestling only on the Delmarva Sports Network. Watch the Peninsula's best athletes battle on the mats, from takedowns to game-winning pins. Load the DSN app now and never miss a moment. This winter, it's all about high school wrestling. Only on DSN and DSN Plus.
6:39 on our Tuesday morning. Here's our Tyndall's Casual Furniture Cam on the move, and boom, there is our gorgeous sunrise right on cue. 36 degrees in Laurel, a few clouds out there, and no snow. All the snow is pretty much history now. Temperatures out the door into the 30s and 40s, 44 in Rehoboth, 40 in Ocean City, 38 in Delmar, 38 in Georgetown. So a chilly morning. I don't think we're scraping too much frost as we have a bit of a southwesterly breeze, and we are seeing just a few clouds moving through. Otherwise, a mostly sunny day. There are some showers back to our west, but I think those will dry out by the time they get here. Maybe just some clouds later today. For the kiddos, off to the bus stop, bundle up, but not as much as they have been recently. Not as cold. 38th and heading home, they can carry a lot of that heavier gear. 62 with a milder afternoon. In case you missed it earlier, our umbrella winner today is Jody Satterfield from Willards, Maryland. Congratulations to her with a new umbrella from Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling and CoastTV.
Thank you, Bob. And happening today for those who need food assistance, there's a mobile food pantry in Greenwood. The Food Bank of Delaware is hosting the pantry from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Greenwood United Methodist Church. And to participate, you'll need to bring proof that you live in Delaware.
Got a traffic update for drivers in Salisbury. The city says Culver Road from Wheeling Drive to Pemberton Drive. That's the area that you see there. It's going to be closed until Friday for maintenance. That closure is from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. while crews work.
And Salisbury may soon look a little bit greener. The city is receiving a grant to plant over 800 native trees across the city. The over $148,000 grant is from the Chesapeake Bay Trust. In addition to planting these hundreds of trees, the city has to register the planted trees with the state and submit progress reports.
I hope that it beautifies the city. I hope it's something that, citizens can appreciate because it'll make the city look pretty and it'll be good for the environment.
And if you know a neighborhood, park, or street that could use a few trees, the city says they're asking for input from the public.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Last year was the first time in over 3 decades for the Vikings. Cambridge South Dorchester became Bayside champions over the Stephen Decatur Seahawks 70-57. This year, same matchup, and the Seahawks look for revenge. The Stephen Decatur Seahawks with just an 8-year drought dating back to 2017, the last time and only time the Seahawks hoisted a trophy. This year, the focus is on David Chandler, averaging 19.5 points per game, and his supporting cast has had next man up mentality all year long. As for the Cambridge South Dorchester Vikings, they look to go back-to-back, and head coach Sean Tucker says the difference is you are good if you win once. You are great if you keep it consistent. Tip-off of the rematch tonight at 6:45 p.m. following the girls' game, only on the Delmarva Sports Network. Speaking of the Bayside, former Player of the Year and Y-High star Antoine Wilson is taking his talents to the Garden State. The former UMES and Weatherford College guard officially committed to Rider University in New Jersey. During Wilson's sophomore season at Weatherford, he started in 25 games while playing in 27. He's averaging 15 points, over 4.5 rebounds, and is shooting 45% from the floor this season. Congratulations to the former Delmarva star. That'll for sports. Have a great day, everybody.
And coming up tonight on DSN, you just heard Kayla talk about this. At 5, we have live coverage of the Bayside Conference Girls Basketball Championship game when Y-High takes on Queen Anne's. And then at 7, it's the Boys Championship between Decatur and Cambridge South Dorchester. That is followed by the final score at 10:30.
It's a beautiful start to our Tuesday. Irish Eyes came just a few contrails out there. 44 in Lewis right now, and it's a nice taste of spring on the way for our Tuesday. Temperature soaring into the 60s. Colder at the beaches, remaining mild the next few days. Some showers on Thursday, then a colder Friday. It's the battle of the seasons. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just 2 minutes. Stay tuned.
Listen to Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. We're Delmarva proud.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness? If you've ever experienced the warning signs of bad circulation, then you need Legzercise Pro, the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way. Soothe pain and calm restless legs. Reduce swelling in your legs, ankles, and feet, and stimulate healthy circulation. Stay active with Legzercise Pro.
This is a lie. He made this all up.
An overheated driver motors through her defense.
If I would have hit his car, he would have had my insurance and it would have been already taken care of because I make way enough money to pay for a mirror or anything else.
Let me know when you're finished.
I'm not finished. I'm not getting into it with the grown man over a fake claim. I don't even like being in the same room with this man.
Fine. Step out. Out!
Next, Judge Judy.
Tuesday at 2 on CoastTV.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows there's no place like home. It's where we can be totally comfortable. Totally comfortable being ourselves, making a mess, making improvements, making strides, making memories with those we love. Totally. Big or small, at the beach, or on the farm, all along the Eastern Shore. It's home, and Coastal Comfort is always here to keep you totally comfortable.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware.
Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:46 and we are taking a live look outside at Rehoboth Beach this morning. And Bob, that is beautiful. Oh my gosh, look at the person's walking on the beach there. I wonder if I hope they have a jacket on. I mean, it's a little bit better, but by that water there, Bob, it's definitely cold, but that is a beautiful sight.
That is a gorgeous sight. That is postcard worthy right there, Elisa. Beautiful shot. Let's just meditate on that for a second. You can. It's just that pretty. And that's why we live in Delaware and on the coast. We're looking at signs of spring everywhere. The days are getting longer. We're looking at daylight saving time. That's coming up in just 12 days. St. Patrick's Day in 19 days. Yeah, first day of spring comes in 23 days, but meteorological spring, Matt's favorite, starts on Saturday. I know he doesn't like the meteorological part, but that's how the Weather Service does it. They break the seasons up into chunks of 3 months. Easter Sunday, 54 days away. So, you know, it's going to warm up with time, but we're going to have our cold shots as well. And we're going to see that in the extended forecast. Today, warmer temperatures in the low 60s away from the coast, colder at the beaches. I think we'll see some clouds arriving later. And then Wednesday and Thursday, temperatures still about 10 to 15 degrees above the average. Right now, we're running in the upper 40s and low 50s for average temperatures. Out the door this morning, it's chilly, down to 33 in Red and 38 in Seaford. I don't think we're looking at too much frost because we've got some cloud cover, a little bit of a breeze as well. 40 in Ocean City, 44 in Rehoboth, Bethany Beach at 42. We've got a light southwesterly breeze, and that's the key. We're going to have that breeze today, warming us up with lots of sunshine. Right now, mainly clear skies, just a few clouds coming through, and we are looking at a few more clouds back to the west as we do have some rain showers. Yeah, no snow or ice, just rain along the Pennsylvania Turnpike up into New York as well, and a little bit of shower activity from Kentucky into eastern Ohio. And this system will be swinging in. I think the rain dries out, but I think we could see some of the clouds with this as we go through time. And then it does cool down behind that system a little bit as we go into Thursday. Here's Futurecast this morning. We've got a few clouds and temperatures in the upper 30s, but a quick warm up by mid-morning, 40s to around 50 degrees inland areas. And those temperatures lagging at the coast because, well, that water temperature is so cold and that breeze blowing right off the water keeps those temperatures in the 40s and 50s there. But Lewis around noon around 62, and then lower 60s inland areas. Maybe open up those windows, do a little spring cleaning this afternoon with temperatures low to mid 60s away from the coast, but cooler 40s and 50s at the coast. And then we'll see those clouds swing through this evening with that system, and then it clears out as we go through the evening and then overnight. And then by Wednesday morning, cold, but not brutally cold, with temperatures in the upper 30s. And then Wednesday will be, I think, a little cooler than today, with 50s to close to 60 inland, but still pretty nice. And then 40s at the coast as we're looking at this southwesterly flow through Thursday. And then a cold front moves in with some spring-like showers on Thursday. Not a big system. And then behind it, it does dry out, but it gets quite a bit cooler as we go into your Friday. Paul Davis, 7-day forecast, up and down temperatures. It's a battle of the season. 62 today, 58 Wednesday, then some of those spring showers on Thursday, 62, but then it's only 50 for a high Friday, then back to 61 on Saturday, then really cold Sunday and Monday, highs only in the low 40s and temperatures way down in the 20s. So not done with the winter cold just yet.
I see that. All right. Thank you, Bob. Danish power giant Ørsted, they wanted to build a skipjack wind farm off of our coast before pressing pause on that project. That was about a year ago. And well, now they are Sussex County landowners. Ørsted owns land in Harbison at the intersection of Walker and Diamond Farm Road. The alternative energy company says it entered into an agreement to buy this land in 2023. So what will they do with it? Ørsted said, quote, any future plans for the property would be subject to federal and local permits. Environmentalists, though, are not convinced. They think the land in 2 existing offshore wind farm leases mean Ørsted is going forward.
Certainly don't read it from our perspective as Ørsted's back on, everything's moving forward again.
Yeah, Fenwick Island Mayor Natalie Magdeburger, she's been a longtime opponent to offshore wind, and she believes this could be an attempt by Ørsted to eventually bring power cables for the wind turbines onshore.
After sitting vacant for years, the future of a historic Dover building may soon be changing. The Historic District Commission unanimously approved plans to redevelop the old post office on Lookerman Street. It includes transforming the building into a 3-story mixed-use space featuring 36 apartments, restaurants, retail, and additional commercial spaces.
I think that it's great that we're going to be able to repurpose that site and part of that building. I think that putting it back on the tax rolls is really going to be beneficial, and it's going to be one of the catalysts for downtown redevelopment.
Next month, the Dover Planning Commission will take a look at the plan and decide whether to send it to the City Council for final approval. And the time is now 6:51, so we are going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
Yeah, today's coastal pet of the day is a pet who's getting adjusted to living that coastal life. Look at that pose right there. That's Chelsea, and we're being told she loves her new life and house in Long Neck. Chelsea was submitted to us by John, who coincidentally also lives in Long Neck.
And we want to see more of your pets on Delmarva. Send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
Yeah, we got that QR code there. If you scan that, you can get your friends to us at CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
Cute little doggy there. Nice morning for a walk out there. Gorgeous sunrise on the Tyndall's Casual Furniture Camp. It's a chilly start, but a nice taste of spring on our Tuesday. Temperatures soar into the 60s. Cooler at the beaches and remaining mild the next few days. Some showers Thursday, a colder Friday, and then a much bigger cool down into the weekend as March arrives. It's the battle of the seasons. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up next.
The 9th Annual Ocean City Film Festival is March 6th through the 9th. Enjoy 100 independent films and party with the stars. Help us welcome 2 local award-winning filmmakers, John Chester and Erica Messer. They'll be on stage at the OC Performing Arts Center commentating on their film, The Biggest Little Fawn. Tickets start at just $20. Make it a weekend and stay at the beach starting at only $59 per night. Get your passes at OCMDFilmFestival.com.
Born in the stars, formed in the earth, shaped by designers around the world, and curated by Khalsa Jewelers in Lewis. Paul Chen, also known as Sundar Khalsa, is a meditation and yoga master as well as the owner of Khalsa Jewelers.
At Khalsa Jewelers, we offer signature pieces to celebrate love in those special moments in our life. Peace to all, light to all, love to all. Celebrate with us at historic Lewis and Rehoboth Beach.
If you know a high school student on Delmarva with a passion for agriculture or the culinary arts,
nominate them to become a WBOC Mount Air Farm to Table Scholarship winner.
The people who grow and prepare our food are more important than ever.
We are looking for 10 graduating seniors with a passion for feeding the world like we do at Mount Air Farms.
Nominees must have a 3.5 GPA or better, be an active participant in farming or culinary programs, and spend time giving back to the community.
Go to WBOC.com to nominate today.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Are you ready?
Tuesday at 7 on CoastTV.
The excitement returns.
The Jeopardy Invitational Tournament.
Players from the past are back.
Fantastic game.
Only one will emerge champion.
Who knows what's next?
Tuesday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
This is a community where my zaniness fits in just fine. Because I go to Rehoboth Beach, they love me because I'm zany. I go to Lewis, they love me because I'm zany, I guess. Or they tolerate me, you know. I go to Milton, I go to Salisbury, and just people are more accepting than you would typically give them credit for. That's an overall wonderful, even playing field, is connecting with people regardless of the background or the culture. It is really surprising how diverse this particular area along the coast is specifically.
It is 6:55, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Fallen officer Andrew Duarte is being honored after he died Saturday during a hospital shooting at UPMC Memorial Hospital in Pennsylvania. On your screen right now is the procession that took place in Pennsylvania on Monday. And as you can see, firefighters and EMS vehicles lined overpasses along the route to show their respect for Officer Duarte. Duarte was a former OCPD officer.
This morning, Delaware officials continuing to investigate the cause of this big crash you see right here on your screen. According to the Greenwood Volunteer Fire Company, the first responders arrived there at the scene on Shawnee Road. Company says this crash happened a little after 9 a.m. on Monday.
The current U.S. egg shortage has led businesses to look for supply beyond our borders, according to the American Farm Bureau Federation. Turkey is the only country the United States imports eggs from. Turkey is set to export 420 million eggs to the United States this year, but experts warn the increase in egg imports won't make much of a dent in America's egg shortage, especially if the bird flu continues to claim the lives of birds at its current pace.
Salisbury may soon look a little bit greener. The city is receiving a grant to plant over 800 native trees across the city. The over $148,000 grants from the Chesapeake Bay Trust. In addition to planting these trees, the city also has to register the planted trees and then submit to the state progress reports. So if you know a neighborhood, park, or street in that area that could use a few trees, the city says they are asking for input from the public.
It's now 6:56, so we're going to take a quick look at your forecast before you head out the door.
Yeah, seems like a nice day, particularly inland, Bob, for that afternoon walk or run.
Absolutely. Maybe a little spring cleaning with temperatures warming into the 60s. We start thinking about the growing season ahead when we have warmer days. It's a chillier start with 30s, but then a nice warm up with the south-southwest breeze. We're into the lower 60s away from the coast, but at the beaches, I think mainly 50s for you. Paul Davis 10-day forecast, up and down temperatures the next 10 days. The battle of the seasons. 58 Wednesday, and then some showers Thursday. Not a big deal with a front 62. It does cool down Friday to 50. Weekend 61 Saturday, and then a big drop Sunday and Monday. Only lower 40s for highs, way down in the 20s, but then a warm up after that. Maybe a few more showers by next Wednesday. Not seeing any snowflakes. That's always good.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News today.
And today's show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
Then we'll be back for Coast TV News midday at 11.
And for even more news and coverage you can count on, download our Coast TV News and weather apps. Have a great Tuesday morning, everybody.